Hello everyone, it's Professor Sadiq Noor, and today I'm gonna demonstrate to you how to complete MyLab PowerPoint Chapter 2 Cumulative Assessment about the Food Pantry for PC and Mac. So let's start. So I'm already in the canvas. So we need to click on assignment number 2 for PowerPoint, PowerPoint chapter 2, cumulative assessment, food pantry, PC, and for Mac. Click on it. Then click on in the middle, open person, so that we're gonna go to the assignment and download the starting files. Then click on start. Now we have to download the materials that we need to work on it. And then once you're done with the steps, then obviously we have to upload the file and submit it for grading. So it's like two ways steps. So the first step is to download the starting material. So click on downloads, and then this project about the food pantry, it has 5 files that we need to download. We need to download a picture, a movie, or an MP4, and then we have a bunch of 2 PowerPoints, and then we have the instruction, the Microsoft Word that has the instruction to tell you what you need to do. So you can download them individually, or you can download them once at all. So I will click on download all files and just wait for a few seconds. As you see, it pops here as all the file is being downloaded simultaneously. Perfect. Now you have to close the download starting material dialog box, and then we have to go to the yellow folder, or you can just close the browser. So what I will do is I will minimize it. And then I will go to the yellow folder, File Explorer, and then I will go to my downloads in the left-hand side, download. And then from here, you see I have all the 5 files been downloaded, right? I have a picture, the PowerPoint that I need to work on it. This is the one I need to work on it, and then I need the movie. Somehow we're gonna insert this video there, and then this is the instruction. So I will open the instruction first to see what we need to do. So double click the word. Always you have to enable. And then if you want, you can zoom so you can see the steps well. So in the Microsoft Word document, it also tells you what you need in the middle, the instructions, and then the points, right? So you have to be careful. You have to read the instruction well to perform and to score well in the project, right? So they say we need to open Microsoft Word, and then we have to open the cumulative assessment food pantry PPTX. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of the file name, right? So everybody will have the name added, your last name will be added to the beginning of the file. So let's go back to the File Explorer. And from here, because in my case it says student, it should be your name in here. So double click it to open the PowerPoint. And then always you have to enable editing. Now, as I've been discussing PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Excel, so the first thing is this guy here is your quick launch toolbars. So with a single click, they're gonna perform for you. And then below the quick access toolbar, we have the tabs. These are all your tabs. All right. These are what? Your tabs. Below the tabs is your ribbon tabs. And below your tab, this guy here, all the way to the end here, is your ribbon. The ribbon consists of groups, and actually within the group is the commands, right? So ribbons, and then this is the group. The groups are on the ribbon, and these are all the command here, all the command you need. So the good thing is that when you change the tab, the ribbon is gonna change accordingly. So here is your outline of your slides, or you can say your navigation pane that has all your the small version of your slide, but you cannot see the thumbnail in the right hand side, the full-fledged slide in the right hand side. And then here is your status bar. This is your status bar, right? And then here, if you want to add a notes, if you want to put a comments on the slide, and then here is normal view, slide sorter. This if you want to run your presentation in a read mode, and here is the slideshow to show your or to start your presentation. And this one here is your zoom, your magnifier. So if you move the bar to the right, it's gonna zoom it more, and if you wanna move the bar to the left, it's gonna shrink it down, the zoom of your slide. With that, now we had opened the PowerPoint. Now what we wanna do, we have to read the steps and then we're gonna perform them here. All right. And then you know that in the right hand, in the right top of the PowerPoint, you have the minimize, maximize, and then if you wanna close PowerPoint. Now let's go and read. The second step is change. Change. We're done with this one. The second step is to change the theme font to Trebuchet MS. Right? So we need to change the font of the theme. The theme is like a predefined background that has a different color, and the text font will be according to the theme that you have selected. So we need to change the theme to Trebuchet MS, right? So let's do that first. Open your PowerPoint again. So we will go to the tab design, and then you will see variants. You will click the down black arrow. You will go to font, and then you will have to find the Trebuchet MS. Let's go all the way down. So click on it to change the font, the scripting of your text. So next, let me pull up the instruction again. So we're done with step number 2. Number 3, navigate to slide 1, set the horizontal position to 2.1 and the vertical position to 2.4 for the subtitle placeholder. So 2.1 horizontally and 2.1 vertically, the position we have to place it. So to do that, to set the horizontal and vertical position to 2.1 for the sub placeholder. So that's the sub. Click the box, the placeholder, and then we have to click on the contextual tab that says shape format, shape, shape format. So click on it. So let me zoom it. Now we need to go to the size, the last group on the ribbon. And on the ribbon, when you click the shape format, the last group on the ribbon is size. Click the down arrow, the launcher for the size and position. And then you will see the pane in the right hand side. Click the position, and then we need to change it. The horizontal was the 2.1, and then the vertical positioning of the subtitle should be 2.1. So we adjust it. Now you can close it, the pane. Now let's go back and read carefully the Microsoft Word. So we navigate to slide 1, and then we set the horizontal position to 2.1 and vertical position to 2. So that one is done. Now we need to navigate to slide 4, and then we have to shorten the text for each bullet point to only the text, the bold text, and we have to delete everything else. So slide 4. So what you need is, we need to keep the bold-face text, but we have to delete all the rest of the text. So highlight and delete from your keyboard. Press the Enter key. Then select this one here and delete. And then press the Enter key to move the bulleted down again. So highlight this one too. Delete from your keyboard. Press the Enter key to move the basic stable down. Then delete this one. And then delete these diapers and all this stuff here. Perfect. So we deleted all of those extra text there with the commas and everything. Now let's go back and read back. So let me scroll down. So we're done with navigate to slide 4, shorten the text. So we've done that. Number 5, on slide 2, drag a text box on the left of the slide approximately 4 wide and 1 tall under the text box with the text location. So we need to grab a text box in the left side of the slide. So first we have to go to slide 2, and then we have to go to insert. We have to go to the group that said text, and then click on the text box, and then below the location you will draw like a box. All right, now click on the box, and then you will see the shape. Click on it. Now we have to set the shape height and width. So let's see in the instruction what they need that to be. So 4 wide and 1 tall. So we need to go back. So tall, the height should be 1. And then how wide you want to be 4. Now guys, I want to share with you that you see when I typed the numbers in for the shape, height, and the width, it stick with what I type, right? Sometimes it's gonna change. Why? Because of the ratio here. Lock the aspect ratio. So what you need is you have to remove the check sign. So if the lock aspect ratio is being checked, then it's gonna give you a hard time. You won't be able to type exactly what is in the instruction, right? So in my case, I removed it. So log aspect ratio should be, the checkbox should be unchecked. Next, so on slide 2, drag a text box on the left side, approximately 4 wide and 1 tall, under the text box with the next of the location. Now we need to type 123 Main Street, and then we have to press the Enter key. So what we need is do right click on it and then click on with the shortcut menu, click enter text. Now here we're gonna say 123 space Main Street, Main Street, then press the enter key and type Frisco, Texas. So we need to press the enter key and then Frisco, TX, Frisco, TX, and then 75036, the zip code, space 75036. 75036. So change the font size to 20 and then set the horizontal position to 0.6 horizontally and vertically to 2.4 for the text box. So first we need to change the font size. So highlight the text. Let's go to Home tab. The third group on the ribbon is font. Then change. You can also use the small a to decrease the font to 20. So that's 20. Next, set the horizontal position to 0.6 and vertical position to 2.4. So select the text box, go to the contextual tab, the shape format in the right of the help, click on it, and then click on the last group is size, click the down arrow, the launcher, to give us more option. And then be sure that if by default is like this, you have to expand the position, and then horizontal was delete the one with the backspace 0.6. So let me read again. 0.6 horizontal and vertical should be 2.4. 2.4, and then you can press the enter key. Perfect. Then you can close the shape, format shape pane in the right hand side. So let's go back to the instruction. So far we have done with this one too. Now we have to go to step number 6. On slide number 2, insert an oval shape on the right side of the slide and set the height and width of the shape to 5.3. Okay, so we need to have an oval shape on slide 2. No problem, we're gonna put that one. So we are in slide number 2, all right? So let's say again, on slide 2, we need to insert a shape, oval shape. So let's go to insert. Now you're gonna see the group that number 4, illustrations, shape, and then when you move your cursor on the basic shape, oval, click on it, and in the right hand side, just draw the box. We will adjust the size of the oval, no worries about it. All right. Now we need to adjust the height and width. So the next one is after we inserted the oval shape on the right side of the slide, now set the height and width of the shape to 5.3. Go back. So be sure you are under the shape format tab. And then the last group is size. And then if you move your cursor here, it's gonna say this is the height and this one is your width. So we need this to be 5.3, enter, and then we want this to be 5.3. Perfect. Now we need to adjust vertically and horizontally. So let's go back. So obviously we set the height and width of the shape to 5.3. Now set the horizontal position to 7 and vertical position to 8.5. All right. So let's go back. Now be sure you are under the shape format and be sure that you selected the oval shape. Now click the last group under the shape format is size. Click the down arrow for more option. Position. So horizontally we want 7 and then vertically 7, horizontal and vertically 0.85 inches. So let's take off this one. 0.85. Push the enter key, press the enter key. Perfect. Now insert the donation picture JPG as a picture fill in the shape. So we need to put a picture inside the shape. So be sure that the circle is selected, so we have to close the format shape. Now be sure you click the shape format and then we need to go to the shape fill and then we need to go to picture because we want the shape to be filled with a picture from file because the picture has already been downloaded to our download section of our computer. So go all the way to the left hand side and look for download in your computer. We are looking for the donation. Click insert. So we filled the shape with the picture donation. Next. So the picture fell in the shape. Now apply a 0.6, apply 6 point, right? So we have to have filled the outline. So let's go back. The picture is the circle, the oval shape is selected with the picture in it. So we're gonna go to shape outline and then we're gonna go to the weight and make it 6 point and then go back to the outline and we are looking with what color it should be. Dark green as in 6. So we have to go back and look for. So this is the one. Dark green as in 6. If you look at the screen tip, it tells you what the name of the color is. So click on it. And as you see now we have the dark green as an outer of the outline of the shape. So we said dark green as a 6. So we're done with step number 6. Now on slide 3, insert a rectangle shape above the text box with the text 14.25 pounds. So we need to put a rectangle shape. So first let's go to slide 3 and then we need to go to insert and then we have to go to illustration on the ribbon after you clicked it insert and then go to shape. That's the rectangle, click on it and we have to draw the box. All right, And then on the slide 3, insert the rectangle shape above the text with the 14.25 pounds. Type patrons. So you will have to do right click and then look for in the shortcut menu, look for edit text. Click on it and then type patrons. So you have to look at the spelling also. Patrons, patrons in the rectangle shape. Now set the shape height to 0.6 and the shape width to 3.33. So first the height should be 0.6. So you see here under the shape format, the last group is size, and then we want the height. This is the height here. This is the width. So we have to type. So we want to set the shape height to 0.6, 0.6. Press the enter key. Now we need to see what the width of the shape should be, and the shape width should be 3.33. Is 3.33 perfect? Perfect. Next, set the horizontal position to set the horizontal position to 0.83 inches and the vertical position to 4.4. So be sure that you are in the shape format and the shape is selected. Now click on the last group size and click the down gray arrow, and then you will see position. If it's closed, you have to open it, right? So what you need is they want us to have horizontal to 0.83 and the vertical is 4.4. 8.3 perfect, and these will be 4.4. Right, so let's go back and see 4.4 vertically position will be 4.4 and 8.3 0.83 perfect. Now change the font size to 28. Change the font size to 28. So obviously we need to highlight the patrons. Go to the home. You can increase the font from here, or you can click the drop down under the group font and 28. All right. And then apply the intense effect gold accent 2. Shape style to the shape style to the shape. So the shape is selected. Go to the shape format contextual tab in the right of the help, and then we have to go to the shape style, and then we have to look for intense gold, intense effect gold accent 2. So let's see again. Intense effect gold accent 2. Perfect. Now let's go. While we are still on slide number 3, we have to duplicate the rectangle shape with the text pattern, and then we have to type vendors in the shape, and change the shape style to intense effect orange accent 3. All right. And then we need to set the position to 5 inches horizontally and 4.5 vertically. So first we need to duplicate the one that we just created. So it's already been selected. You will go to home. Under the clipboard, you will click copy and then you will hit paste. So we created another one, right? So we need to actually, I will drag it here. Then we're gonna set where it should be. And then we need to call this vendors. And then we need to change the style. So click on shape, format, go to the shape style. This time we are looking for this one, intense effect orange accent 3. So is that what they asked for us to do? So they want us orange accent 3. Perfect. Now we need to set the horizontal position to 5 and vertical position 4.4. So while the rectangular shape is selected, be sure to go to shape format, then go to the size group on the ribbon and click on the gray down arrow and then horizontal position 5 and vertically should be 4.4 and press the enter key. Perfect. Now we need to select this and then we need to copy. That will be our next step. So close the shape, format shape. So we're done with this one. This one. Now next is, while we are still on slide 3, we need to duplicate the rectangle with the text button again, and then we need to tap total in the shape and change the shape style to intense effect dark green accent 6. And then we need to set the position to 9.7. So let's first do copy. So you can copy either one of them. So they said copy this one. So you will go back to the home, copy from the clipboard, and then paste. And then you can, until you see the 4 split arrows, you will drag it and you can move it over here. All right. And then we need to go back to the shape format, the last group, the last tab actually. And then we need to go to shape styles. And then we need to change, what is this one here? So intense effect dark green as a 6. So what is this one? So we have to see, is it 1 or 6, the accent? Dark green accent 6. Dark green accent 6, so that's the one. Now we need to change the label, the message to total. Is it total? Total. Perfect. Now we need to position it horizontally and vertically. 9.7 should be horizontal and 4.4 should be vertical. So obviously you have to be under the shape format and then look for the last group on the ribbon that says size. Click the down arrow, the launcher is going to open the format shape. And then in my case, The horizontal position is 9.6. It should be 9.7. 9.17. And then vertical should be 4.4. Go back, highlight and override by 4.4. Press the enter key. Perfect. Now close the format shape. Now if you click anywhere else, this looks perfect. Now let's go read the next step. So we done with this one. We done with the total rectangle that we named it total. And then we have dark green. The one in the middle was orange and then gold. Now step number 10. On slide 7, click the icon in the illustration group and insert an icon. So step number 7. So first we need to go to slide number 7. And then we need to go to insert, the insert tab. Then look for the group that says illustration on the ribbon. And then look for icon. And then we need to search for email. And then once you see the email, click on it, the first one, and insert. So on the slide 7, click or press the icon in the illustration group on the insert tab, which we did that. Then type email in the search box and insert the email icon in the first row, which I show you how to do that. Make the following changes to the email icon. Set the height to 0.84. So the height should be, so select and then be sure you are under the shape format. The last group on the ribbon is size and the height, right? Set the height to 0.84. 0.84 and press the enter key. Now the next is we have to position it. Set the horizontal position to 2.9, right, and vertically to 4. So obviously we have to go to the last group size under the tab shape format, graphic format, right? Graphic format, and then click the gray arrow, and then the positioning. So it horizontally should be 2.9, 2.9, and then vertically should vertically should be 4.4. So 2.9 should be horizontal. 4.4. And press the enter key. Perfect. And then you can close. Now let's go back to the instruction. We done step number 10, we done with it. Number 11. Apply the zoom interest animation to the bulleted list on slide 4 and set the start to after previous. So first, let's go to slide 4 and then select the bulleted text. Now let's go to the tab that says animation, and then in the middle you will see animations. Click the down arrow for more animation. The group is entrance and we are looking for zoom. Perfect. And then what next after we change? We apply the zoom entrance animation to the bullet list on slide. Well, now set the start to after previous. As you see, the last option here, under the timing, it says start. And then we need to select after previous. So they said set the start to after previous and set the duration to 0.5 and delay to 0.5. So the duration 0.75, press the enter key, and then 0.75. So the duration and the delays. So let's go back and read again. Set the duration to 0.75 and delay to 0.75. Now set the effect option to slide center. Now we need to go to the effect and then we need to say slide center. As you see, the changes. Perfect. So set the effect option to slide center. We're done with that. Now for the Mac users, you will have to open the animation pane and then you need to select the animation and then you need to select timings. Step number 12. Apply the zoom, entrance animation to the background text box on slide 3. Set the animation start after previous with the delay 0.5. So let's go to slide 3. Select the background. Go to the animation tab. And then we need to click the down arrow for more. Entrance has to be zoom. Zoom. And then start. Start should be after previous. And the delay should be 0.75. So let's check it again. Apply the zoom entrance animation to the background text box on the slide 3. Set the animation to start after previous with the delay after previous. So after previous and then we have the delay to 0.75. Now use the animation pointer to apply the same animation and animation setting to the first. So once you have done the animation for one object, then you can just copy the animation. You can use the animation painter. So to copy the formation that you have applied or the settings that you have applied, right? You don't need to go back and do it again and again. So what we need next is we have to use the animation painter to apply the same animation and image setting to the following. The shape and the text in this order. So after the patrons, then we need the text box under the pattern with the text 14.25. So obviously you will select this. You will go to advanced. First you have to go to animation if you are not there. So click on animation tab, advanced animation, and then you will see the animation painter. It's like the format painter, but this is animation. You want to copy the animation that you have applied to the patrons. So this, click on it, and click on this one. Perfect. Now select this. Select again this one because we already applied the zoom, you see the animation. So click on this and then click on vendor. Then you can click again, animation, Pantry, and then click on the 135.50 pound. Now, as this been selected, you can just use the animation and click on this, and then click the animation painter again. You will see your cursor has a brush with it to copy the animation to the 149.75 pound. Perfect. So we copied the animation now. You don't need to go back and do it individually. So that's what the steps says to do. So we have to use the share with the text vendor, then the text work, then we have to use the total, then we have to use the animation for the total pound. Now the third step is apply the split transaction and change the effect option to vertical in. So now we need to apply the split transaction to the slides. So let's go back to slide 1, transaction. And then I see the split is here. If you are unable to see it, click the down arrow and look for split. All right. And then change the effect option to vertical in. So we need to change the effect option. Click the down arrow, vertical in. Perfect. Vertical in and apply to all slides. And then you will click here, apply to all slide. All right. Under the timing. Now you will notice that under each of the slide number you have a star. That means that the transaction has a transaction effect to each of the slide as you see the star there. All right. Now let's get to navigate to slide 5. Insert the food, the video now. We have to put the video food pantry.mp4 by using the insert video icon in the content placeholder and then set the video to play automatically. So let's go back to slide 5, right? We are in step number what? 14. All right. So we are in slide 5. We need to insert a video. You already downloaded the video. It's already in your downloads. So you see the placeholder here. You have the icon insert cameo, insert video. So you will click on insert video. And then we're gonna go to the downloads. And that's the food pantry video. Click on it, the one you downloaded from the starting material from the assignment. Now click insert. Perfect. While the video is still being selected, we have to go to the contextual tab for the video, playback, click on it, and then start automatically. We want the video to start automatically. Next. So we put the food pantry MP4 video, and then we set the video to play automatically, which I did show you. Now the next is apply the reflected bevel black video style. So we need the style now. So let's go to the video format, video style, and we are looking for the bevel, reflected bevel under the intense reflected bevel black. Click on it. Reflected bevel black video style. Now add 6 point on the border. So you see here the video border, weight 6, all right, 6 point. And then I add 6 point dark green as a 6 video border. So video border, oh, this one is in the first row and the last column under the theme color is dark green as a 6. Click on it. As you see, the border become green. Now we have to save our presentation and then we have to upload it to see the grade. So I will go here and then I will hit the floppy from the quick launch to save what I have done. Be sure to save your work and then I will just minimize it in case if we had any error. So if you want to run your browser to see what you have done, so click the first slide and then click the slideshow cup. There you go. Now press the enter key. Enter key. The video automatically started. All right. Now let me confirm this one. Do we have the animation? Yeah, it's there. And everything look perfect. So let's check this one. Perfect. This one. This one. So I'm looking at the start of the previous and the animation zoom. So everything look perfect. What I will do is I will save and then I will minimize it or you can close it. I will close my instruction. I'm done with it. Now we have to go back to your assignment. Obviously, you will go to assignment. You will go to PowerPoint Chapter 2, Cumulative Assessment Food Pantry for PC and Mac. And then you will click on Open Person. We have 3 of 3, so we will continue. And then we're gonna upload now. We're done with the first step. Now upload the file. I will upload the student cumulative assessment food pantry, open it, upload. Kudos, your file has been submitted. Now continue. And now as you see here, I have scored 100 out of 100. Now you can review it. If you have done wrong, then review, click the review and then go through the steps like this and see where you have the red bar indicating that you have done wrong. Right? In my case, I don't have any issue. You can download your submitted file. You can also look at the live comments report to tell you where you have done the problem, right? So in my case, I have scored the 100. So with that, I hope that you learn how to complete the PowerPoint Chapter 2 Cumulative Assessment regarding the food pantry PowerPoint. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, be sure to like the channel, and also be sure to share the channel with your family, with your friends. And thank you and have a nice and blessed day. Thank you. Bye.